I'll talk about 2012's The Master by Paul Thomas Anderson. What I'm interested in is why Paul Thomas Anderson made it, or at least what he thinks you can get from it. From the filmmaking market point of view, it's, at least based in terms of entertainment value, like a lot of those two-handers from the 80s, things like Rain Man and such, um, which are always a kind of nod to Laurel and Hardy, the comic duo that don't really like each other. Will they remain friends? Can we identify with a stranger? That is the lesson. But I think that obviously there's a much deeper meaning in this film, given the quality of the content. Paul Thomas Anderson, Philip Seymour Hoffman elevated the John Wayne and Marlon Brando status with this, and Joaquin Phoenix, Amy Adams biting in the background. One of the clues I found, which I haven't picked up anywhere, is that Joaquin Phoenix's name is Freddie Quayle, Quayle being a pen. And what I think Lancaster dad Phil Hoffman is trying to do is to rewrite himself through this younger man, whom he identifies with because he has such a love for drink. His wife, of course, bemoans his drinking later on in the film. And you get a sense that he used to drink a lot more. And, that's something I think a lot of men will identify with, as we all kind of drink a lot when we're younger. Lancaster dad's efforts to structurally change the heart, soul, and mind of Joaquin Phoenix are wrestled back and forth to more intensity. And because of their kind of father son and spiritual friendship, um, he seems to get away with a lot more, kind of like the firstborn son or the youngest son. And the relationship goes back and forth. I mean, much was made of the connection between him and Ron L. Hubbard, but I think that's completely immaterial. Um, because I think Paul Thomas Anderson, the film speaks to today, for people searching for a better way to be, like this leveling up, the side hustle. Andrew Huberman, drinking salt water in the morning. Everybody's searching for something to make life easier. Um, be it money, your soul, your body. And that's what the kind of film is about. Like the thirst for a mentor, the refusal of a mentor, is this the way? What if past lives were the answer and we could just drink Coca-Cola and smoke cigarettes and everything would be all right? That's a very attractive idea. And obviously it works for it because there's people living in Scientology and getting through life with it. And like everybody needs a coping mechanism, be it venting or whinging or, just saying fuck it. It's one of my personal favourites. And all that's kind of there in the film. Alcohol as escapism, prayer as escapism, play as escapism, venting as escapism. Like it's all there. Like the whole film is about the search for escapism and like the coping mechanisms we reach for, and how if your coping mechanisms don't align, you kind of can't be around that person. Like you have a friend that you just want to win, like bitch. Everybody has a friend they like to bitch about politics with, and the two of you is just like syncopatico. Just get together and boom, everything is easy. You forget what you're talking about. Or in my case, I have my selective friends or film enthusiasts. Other friends that just aren't interested at all. Like I'm talking to strangers here, and I've got personal friends that haven't even watched this page. They have no interest, but like, look, I'm tired of. The reason I'm here is because I'm tired of them not listening to me. So I'm going to find my tribe, and that in and of itself is what the master is about. Like finding your tribe, the connectivity that we all search for in life. It's spectacular looking in teal and kind of orange, and the music vibrating in the background. And I watched it in the cinema, and I remember one of my film tutors at the time saying, "I wish it didn't end." And it was such a painfully beautiful thing. Like, imagine loving a film so much you didn't want to go back to reality. But it is such a film. Like I suggest you push your bed or the couch right up to the screen if you can to watch it, because it's just absolutely delicious. There's not much in terms of plot, but the wonderful joy is kind of you deciding on what your opinion is on how they feel about life, and you deciding on whether you think that kind of attitude might work for you. And you can have as much fun identifying or realizing that you don't like these people, but it's at least great to look at. I mean, you're talking about first rate acting, and when I mean first rate acting and performances in the whole history of cinema, that's kind of up there. Joaquin Phoenix had nearly broke an extra's arm in one fight scene. He just went absolutely bananas. But, I wouldn't expect it any other ways. He's coming off the back of Daniel Day Lewis and There Will Be Blood, so he had to stand up and make it count. I think Phil Hoffman as Lancaster Dodd is even better than Daniel Day-Lewis. There's just something magical about him in it, like, you know, and it pains me to know that he's dead and I'm never going to meet him. I can't recommend it highly enough. If you're an art film fan, if you're a film enthusiast, it's for you. If not, look, just it's 2 hours, 20 minutes. Just watch it in two sittings. Um, you know, it's just brilliant. It's just worth seeing to know that it exists. I'd actually prefer someone who's not into films to watch it, like just to actually give it a go because they've watched this. Because it's so perplexing for people that aren't really interested in kind of niche, nebulous films to watch something like this and go, "Wow, that exists." It's absolutely spectacular. He's obviously moved on to something different. He done Phantom Thread after this, and they were the kind of films he was making at the time. The market has shifted. He's got one battle after another, which I'm spectacularly excited to see Paul Thomas Anderson do something with a bit of velocity in it. DiCaprio at the helm. So, you know, thumbs up all around for us film fans and PTA fans. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Leave comments if you like or don't like anything I'm saying. Recommend if you want a film for me to talk about, new or old. I don't mind. I'll track it down. I'll get to it eventually.